All right, for this problem here, we need to find the slope of the tangent line to the graph of y equals tangent of x at one of these three radian values. So there's a few things we need to know, including the derivative of tangent of x, and this is secant squared of x. And we also need to have some knowledge about the unit circle at these three specific radian values. So the value, the radian of pi over 6 is here. This is pi over 6, and the coordinate for that point is root 3 over 2 comma 1/2. In addition, the radian value of pi over 4 is right there, and the coordinates of that point are root 2 over 2 comma root 2 over 2. And finally, the radian value of pi over 3 is this one here, and that would give us, at pi over 3, the coordinate of 1/2 comma root 3 over 2. So in order to find the slope of our tangent line, the first step is to solve for dy dx, which is secant squared of x. That needs to be memorized. Then, if you're going to solve this problem at pi over 6, then we would want to plug in x equals pi over 6 into our derivative. So that would give us secant squared of pi over 6. And in order to solve this question, please remember that secant is the reciprocal of cosine. So secant is the reciprocal of cosine. So since cosine represents the x values on our unit circle, we need to find the x values and take the reciprocal of it. So for secant squared of pi over 6, the quantity I'm going to want to plug in is the reciprocal of cosine, which is 2 over root 3. Notice when you square that, you end up getting 4 over 3 as your answer. If you wanted to figure out the derivative at a different radian value, such as pi over 4, the process is the same. We still need to evaluate secant squared at pi over 4. And in this case, once again, let's take the cosine value and take the reciprocal of it. So in this case, root 2 over 2 is cosine, so 2 over root 2 would represent secant. Notice it still needs to be squared, so in this problem here, our answer would give us 4 over 2, or in other words, 2. Finally, if we wanted to solve this problem at pi over 3, the last radian value that's being requested, let's plug in pi over 3 into this problem, and we'll see what we end up getting. Secant squared evaluated at pi over 3 represents the reciprocal of cosine, quantity squared, and that would be a 1/2 for cosine, therefore a 2 over 1 for the secant value. When you square 2 over 1, you end up getting a 4 as your result.